This is what I've been waiting for. The Sleepy Eyes of Death series finally got good, and in one movie sooner than the Fast and the Furious movies. This is the ultimate version of what I think I've been hoping these movies to become. It's got some beautiful set pieces, it's got this mysterious backstory to get into, and it's got this sort of stark, violent style that fits right in line with who our anti-hero is. With this movie, Kiyoshiro is fully immersed in a world that finally lives up to his potential. He's an amoral man living in a corrupt land surrounded by scheming, evil, rich people. This is also the movie that delves into Kiyoshiro's infamous past, where he's born out of a satanic ritual. And because of this, it deals with the persecution of the Christians in Japan a lot more than any of the previous films had. And through Kiyoshiro's interactions with these various Christians, you can get a clearer sense of his philosophy. For instance, he may laugh at pious Christians and ridicule their belief when it's constantly putting them and their loved ones in danger with the law, but for the most part, he just kind of leaves them alone. It's those who follow a strict moral code and then instantly turn their back on it the moment things get rough. Those are the ones that he despises. Foolishness can be forgiven. Hypocrisy? Not so much. Oh yeah, there's more violence in these movies now too. In fact, this one ups the attention-grabbing style to a kind of schlockier level that we haven't seen before. We've got decapitations, we've got an evil nun, we've got weird sex rituals. So, I love that this movie has finally embraced a punchier, more in-your-face kind of look and feel. It's the closest that these movies have come to something like the Lone Wolf and Cub movies, which I really enjoy, like a lot. Go watch the Lone Wolf and Cub movies. They're great. But because of that, Kiyoshiro has always been problematic and has dealt with some really uncomfortable themes. See some of my past videos to see what I'm talking about. I should be pointing this direction. And because we've kind of upped things to an exploitation level, the problematic stuff is a lot more problematic too. Let's just say rape and seduction revolves around way too many of the scenes in this movie. I mean, like, one scene is uncomfortable, but almost every woman in this movie gets involved in this stuff at some point or other, and it was very frustrating. This movie does give us the best villain in the series so far, with Princess Kiku, this evil, maniacal, laughing villain who just loves torturing people because, damn it, it's so much fun. She's great. And the actress playing her is obviously having a blast. Best thing in these movies so far. And our, my buddy Chen Sun from the first movie, played by the guy from the Lone Wolf and Cub movies, he's in this too. He comes back as the same character, like 3 films later. And he's got Elvis hair, and he's just so cool. So yeah, this So far, this is my favorite movie in the series. It's flashy, it's schlocky, it's more dramatic, it's a little bit more streamlined, it was easier to follow, it was well shot. I mean, the previous movies were fine, but this one really has some pretty great cinematography in it. It has some really entertaining fight scenes. And I hope that this gets the ball rolling for pushing the series into a more action-packed, over-the-top angle. Because I like to see more of that. This ain't Lone Wolf and Cub, but I like the Lone Wolf and Cub movies because like people get decapitated and like a fountain of blood comes up and it's hilarious. This movie doesn't quite go there, but it's edging that way. But because I've already watched the whole series, I know this is the best it's gonna get. So if you liked that video, which judging by the reaction to my previous Sleepy Eyes of Death videos, you probably didn't, you can check out what I had to say about the other ones. Spoiler alert, you're not gonna like it, what I had to say, but there it is. It's on YouTube. And look forward to our Halloween video, which will be coming up sooner or later. And we'll have another one of these Sleepy Eyes of Death videos, hopefully in the next 2 years. This is 4 movies out of... We're 4 movies out of 14. See how long I can make it through these.